My name is Julian Sisofo, and today I'll teach you how to make the best whole wheat Neapolitan pizza. So it first starts with the Biga pre-ferment, consisting of bread flour and a whole wheat flour. Now I choose the best quality of wheat, so I'll link down in the description where to find them. So start out by melting in your active dry yeast with room temperature water. Give it a whisk, and then on top, we're going to add in the flours. Mix with the butter knife until your dough comes together. You can then use your fist to press down on the dough. The goal here is to hydrate all of the flour. And now your Biga is ready to ferment for 8 to 12 hours at room temperature to develop flavor. This recipe will give your dough a total of 30% whole wheat flour, which I find to be the perfect amount. Now I will be using a mixer to create a strong gluten structure. However, here's a video that you could follow the technique of hand mixing a Biga dough. Into the mixer, I'm going ahead with half the amount of ice cold water. I tore up the Biga into smaller pieces. I'm going on top with 00 flour and sea salt. And I will start the mixer on low speed for about 2.5 minutes until the dough comes together. Now I'll higher the dough mixer up until a medium speed and then slowly add in small doses of water at a time. Once all of the water is added, I'll higher my mixer and I'll mix the dough until it's smooth and reaches around 75 degrees Fahrenheit. If you could do me a huge favor, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video because I'm here to give you the best pizza recipes on the internet. Now that this dough has a beautiful gluten structure, I'm going to round it out and allow this to bulk ferment at 1 hour room temperature, and then you will see that it will be relaxed and risen. Now, if you want to cold ferment this dough, you will need to take 1 of the grams of yeast out of this recipe, which will allow your dough balls to sit in the refrigerator for 24 to 48 hours. My dough right now with 3 grams of yeast is a same day recipe. It's going to be very active and fermented. But don't worry, at the end of this video, I will show you the recipe and breakdown. One crucial step before shaping your dough balls is to degas the pieces of dough. This will get rid of those larger unwanted air bubbles that will affect the stretchability of your pizza later. What I'll do here is I'm gonna bake 1 pizza for lunch. The other 2 you could either pop in the fridge and cook it for dinner, or you could even freeze it. However, make sure you lower the amount of yeast if you do want a longer cold fermentation. I'm so excited to show you my results on a same day pizza dough. The Biga was fermented overnight and a 2-hour fermentation period. This recipe couldn't get any easier. Now this dough is a pleasure working with. It's extensible and smooth, and it's bubbly with fermentation. Off the bat, you could see that this is a proper Neapolitan pizza, and you couldn't even tell that this has 30% whole wheat. Flavor-wise, let me say that this pizza was quite delicious. I will definitely consider putting at least 5 to 10% of whole wheat per recipe for every Neapolitan pizza I make from now on. It gives you the delicious flavor of the grain, and of course it gives you nutritional properties that are much healthier than a white flour. I was super happy making this recipe. I love the results, and I hope you make it too at home. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.